Welcome. I invite you to close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and sigh it out through your mouth. Again, slow breath in through the nose and let it go with a sigh. Feel your shoulders soften, your jaw loosen. Let your eyes become soft and relaxed, even behind closed lids. Your chest becoming lighter. Feel your belly soften, letting go of anything it was holding. Every breath dropping you in a little deeper. One more time, breathe in deeply and release with a long, slow sigh. Now imagine, before you were given a name, before you were told what to be, before you carried any rules or roles, you were infinite. Floating in a vast silence, blank canvas of pure being. Here, there is no right or wrong, no winning or losing, only presence, only life itself. And then, into the silence, the first voices appeared. Whispers echoing in the emptiness. Be good. Be strong. Don't fail. Notice. These are not your voice. They never were. These voices were not truth. They were just stories, scripts, passed down, repeated so often that they seemed real. And as these whispers grew louder, the blank canvas began to shift. Squares formed beneath your feet. Lines spread out in all directions. The game of life appeared. Notice what is forming around you now. The canvas beneath your feet has hardened into squares, an endless board stretching in every direction. On this board, pieces begin to move. Some chase, some run, some rise, only to fall again. Look closely. These are not strangers. They are faces you know, roles you've played, moments you've lived, and carved into the edges of the board are rules. Some you may know. Be happy. Stay positive. Don't show weakness. Win at all costs. Or maybe yours sound different. Don't make mistakes. Keep everyone else happy. Be perfect. Never rest. What rules were written on your board? Rules you never agreed to. Rules that were written before you even arrived. Here, everyone is told to play, to prove themselves, to follow the rules. But something doesn't add up. Watch closely. Pieces that win fade into dust. Pieces that lose return again, placed back on the board. No one truly wins. No one truly loses. The game just keeps repeating. And maybe you felt that. The cycle, repetition, the endless trying. Above it all, a pendulum begins to swing. With every sweep, light floods across the board. And with every return, shadows stretch long and deep. Notice this truth. The brighter the light shines, the darker the shadows become. The game teaches you to cling to the light, to avoid the dark. But what if that was never the point? Light needs shadow. Shadow needs light. One is not better than the other. Both are teachers. Both are gifts. It is about embracing the whole spectrum, the rainbow of life, joy and sadness, anger and peace, laughter and silence. Feel in your body right now that each of these have lived inside you, and that none of them have made you less whole. Not enemies, not obstacles, but reminders of why you are here. The board begins to dissolve into mist, and before you, a corridor of living colors unfolds. You take a step forward. Ahead, fiery red anger sparks. You touch it. Its heat crackles, alive, like fire in your palms. Strong, fierce, undeniable. And for the first time, you feel its gift, its power, its passion, its force for change. On your left, deep indigo sadness reaches out a hand. Its hand feels cool, grounding, like still water on your skin. You feel the gift of slowing down. A quiet peace. A weight that doesn't crush you, but steadies you. On your right, golden joy bursts into laughter. You touch it, and warmth floods your chest, rising like sunlight. Its laughter rings like bells, clear and playful, vibrating through your ribs until you almost laugh with it. Further still, emerald wonder spreads open. You touch it. Its breath smells of forest and rain-soaked earth. Your lungs fill with freshness. Your eyes widen, and you remember awe. The childlike magic of being alive. Here in the corridor, you see the truth. Sadness, joy, anger, all part of the rainbow of life. Not enemies, not obstacles, but teachers, gifts, reminders. At the end of the corridor, You feel a stirring inside you. A voice rises from within. You can play the game of life if you wish, but you are not bound to it. You can step beyond it. The square beneath your feet softens, ripples like water. You take a step forward, and the board dissolves. The rules vanish. The pendulum fades into silence. And you see clearly now, the game was never punishment. It was a lesson. Not meant to trap you, but to teach you. Not meant to define you, but to wake you up to your freedom. Where the board once stood, a river now shimmers before you. It flows with every color of the spectrum: gold, indigo, emerald, crimson, violet. The air hums with music, not from instruments, from the rhythm of your own breath. You step into the current. It's cool on your skin and flows every color of the spectrum. At first, your body feels stiff, awkward. But slowly, you begin to move. Your arms loosen. Your feet start to play. A laugh escapes your lips. You spin. You stumble. You try a silly step. And suddenly, it's fun. Let your body imagine moving now, even a subtle sway, a smile, a breath that feels like a rhythm. This is the truth the game kept hidden. Life was never about winning. It was always about remembering the dance. Here, every breath is music. Every movement is a choice. Every mistake is just another step into rhythm. From the edge of the river, a mirror rises, tall, bright, and clear. You step closer and see yourself reflected. Not as a winner, not as a loser, not as a pawn or piece, but as a human. Human, fragile and strong. Human, stumbling, forgetting, remembering. Human, here to live, to learn, to choose. The mirror whispers back, "You are not who you were. You are who you choose to be." And in this moment, your choice begins to recreate you. Take a deep breath in, hold, and sigh it out. The river softens, the mirror dissolves, and all that remains is you. Your body, your breath, your presence. Say softly within yourself, like seeds planted into the soil of your being, "The game was never real. But I am." I choose to live beyond the illusion. I choose to embrace the whole spectrum of life. I choose to become new. Feel the words echo through you, not just as thoughts, but as pathways forming in your brain, new rhythms flowing through your nervous system. This is not pretend. This is rewiring. Each breath is an act of choice. strengthening a new path within you. Each repetition carves it deeper. The old dissolves, the new takes shape. You are not bound. You are free. Take one final deep breath in. Hold. And release with a sigh. And when you're ready, return slowly, gently, back into your body, back into this moment. Carry with you this remembrance. That you are not bound by the game. You are free to choose who you become.